The guys that made the Pro Bowl: Jason, Hassan, DeAndre, Lane, AJ, Landon. Great job, guys. Alternates: Dallas, Sweaty, Jalen, Jordan, Cam. Also, Jalen, Slay, Britton, Jake. All right, great job.
You to be back before you get to the playoffs.
I mean, I've been in the league long enough, so I know what I'm capable of doing. I know how to play this game, but it'd be good always to get back out there. Yeah, I love to play.
How bad was the knee before you really let it go back to?
It was bad. So, but I was just making it through. You know what I'm saying? We did good maintenance, had good treatment for it. You know, the training staff did a great job of maintaining all that good stuff. So, yeah, I mean, I was going through it for about 2 years. It was good, though.
That turf doesn't have the best reputation.
It's the worst reputation, right? I don't know why they don't get that fixed, but it's all right. They rich as I don't know why they won't.
So you expect to be back? Nick said there's a chance for everybody to play this weekend.
Yeah, it's a good chance for everybody. Yeah, we're gonna find out though.
What difference can you and Zach make on this defense when you two are back?
For sure, what Zach's gonna bring is a lot of physicality. Like I call him Crash Dummy because he like to just hit folks in the face. I don't understand that, but I do understand it because he just like hit folks. But I don't understand it. But yeah, just me, just a veteran presence, just communicating, just experience, 11 years playing good ball still. So yeah.
So you coming back, how important is it? Communication with everybody being in the right spots. I mean, you've had a change with the play caller in defense. So is there kind of some ambiguity or guys getting used to things? Guys are in and out with injuries and things like that.
I don't know what kind of word you used with the A word.
Ambiguity.
That's a word I don't understand.
Come on, you know what ambiguity
I do not know what that means.
I may not even know, but I think it's like confusion about we're getting on the same page.
Yeah, it could have made it that easy. Got to dumb it down for me a little bit, just a little bit. That was a big word. I'm like, what? I said, I don't know what that word means, but I know that got to be a big time word.
But everybody getting on the same page, I guess.
Yeah.
You guys have been in and out. You've had a change with the play call. You're trying different things.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how do you get back on the same page with everybody?
Practice, great leadership, understanding group meetings, understanding what another guy is thinking, and communication, man. So communication really is the key of everything. So just got to communicate better.
How tough has it been for you to watch?
What's happened? It's been tough. But I'm with this group, man. I'm looking forward to coming back soon, helping these guys contribute, and I get to pushing in the playoffs.
We haven't gotten to see you in practice yet, but regardless, how is the rehab going, and what kinds of things have you been able to do?
It's fantastic, yo. So I'm doing pretty good, moving pretty well. So just day by day, and we see how it goes.
What did you learn about the secondary from marching?
Say again?
What did you learn about the secondary from marching the last few days?
Just watching them, just really just paying attention, just trying to get them points on, just helping the younger guys out, So, like these young guys still kind of learning. So, I'm just trying to get my thoughts on everything. But I say we're playing a little bit better. We got to continue to keep competing. And only thing I'm concerned about really is what falls on the secondary lies on the third down call. Getting off the field for us, so I think I just told the group, man, we got to be better on third down.
Like you mentioned the younger guys, what was your reaction to Sid's pick six?
Oh, pick six was amazing, right? I don't know if you watched Baywatch, but he looked like a guy running on Baywatch on the sideline. I'm like, what I'm saying, go Sid, you know what I'm saying, but yeah, man, he was striding, a long stride, I think he was like the fifth person that done did that in Eagles history. He in the playbook right now. He doing good. I was surprised he caught it. You know what I'm saying? That's good for him, man. see him make a pick six. Definitely his first one. So it's fun, man. It was fun. It's good for him.
Last year, you guys had the pass rush and the coverage
Together. Yeah.
married. And Josh Sweat, other guys have talked about, we're just not able to do it this year. What do you think is that missing ingredient trying to get them together, helping each other out?
It's a lot, it takes a team, everybody on the same page. Like I said, we had different adjustments, got new DC coming in, so we got to understand what his rush plans are. So I can just say guys, they never really get their, full comfortable, I guess, as you can say, and get the full pass rush, and then, with the back end, like it's all married together. So, when they playing good, we play great, they play great. So if we both off, that's a long story, So
Can it get right here?
Oh, it will get right. We kind of determined on that, and like I said, we're looking to make a great push. We're gonna worry about the Giants this week, but we sure we're looking for a good push in the playoffs.
Do you think your scope could be kind of like a two-step, your procedure?
Say again?
Your procedure, your surgery?
Can it be a what?
Like 2 steps backwards, kind of 3 steps forward type of thing, where you come out kind of better than...
Oh, I know I'm way better, because, if you ain't got to wake up with that little painful feeling, so it feels so much better to wake up, chill. After the game, I could probably just get up and just play with the kids instead of like, hey, man, get back. Daddy knee hurting. Leave me alone.
When was the last time you felt that good?
Huh?
When was the last time you felt that good?
Man, a long time. Like, since I was like, my young days, like 2018, them type of days. I was feeling, but now, I'm feeling real good. You know what I'm saying? So, my boy back there, you was up that high. Look, they trying to make you because you're the shortest one.
Yeah, I am short.
Yeah, what's up, big timer?
Does it make sense for some of the veteran guys to sit this weekend and get right?
Do it make sense? Oh, nah, that ain't making no sense right now. Nah, because we ain't playing great enough to be sitting down, and we need to go into the playoffs with a good momentum. And I know everybody worried about their bodies, but on this team, everybody know in their heart, like, hey, we got to go out there and play like a complete, clean game when that stuff is just executing. And, yeah, man, you got to keep going. Ain't no way we need to be sitting down, but, that is up to coach. But for me as a veteran guy, definitely me watching. It's not the film we want to put out there and go into the playoffs like that, so we got to go out there and play a little better.
AJ seems where you're
Like, get this done now, get back to the playoffs.
What are you talking about?
The
Scoping?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it was something that we already discussed early during the year. And we said we had a game plan for it, so it was working for for the matter of time. But I'm just like, hey, coach, and it's rough. You know what I'm saying? I think it's delivered. Before I had got the surgery, it's like 2 games I didn't kind of finish because it was just too swollen and stuff like that. So, but we was losing as well. But I wouldn't came out. It was like, but he was like, sit it down, Slade. And so that was the best bet for me in my future. Because I do, like I said, I do need my knees to play against my kids when I'm older because I'm gonna still be fresh. And whooping their ass in the court.
Do you think it affected your play?
Huh?
Do you think it affected your
Nah,
play?
not really. I ain't gonna never make it. Ain't nothing really affect my play because I've been playing on it for 5 years. I done made Pro Bowls and all pro with it, all kind of stuff. So it just took a toll on the body. So it ain't affect no play. I just made Pro Bowl last year with it.
AJ said that he apologized to the team for basically for being a distraction. Not talking. Was he a distraction?
I wasn't no distraction for me. Because it was just him, but I felt that he did a great job of doing that, because he does draw a lot of attention. He's one of the best receivers in the league. Of course, Philly media, y'all know, it's big, so they wanted to, so. But yeah, he just he did the right thing, But I wouldn't say he owed an apology, but it was good that he did.
How much do you think it may help the team move forward in that he did that? Did it bring
the team
closer together at all?
Nah, apologize for not talking to the media?
Yeah.
Nah, they ain't do that for us. Like, man, what they gonna do? What kind of benefit we got out of that? That means, I know that do good benefits, because now y'all probably go talk to him a lot more than y'all talk to a lot of other guys. So that might do us some benefit. It might get us some free time.
Like when Coach Desai lost his play calling responsibilities, he said that you felt like it was on the players.
Yeah.
So right now, after going 1-4 December, it seems like there's a lot of criticism towards Nick Sirianni publicly. What's your reaction?
Oh, no, he can't take that. It's a team, it's a group effort. You know what I'm saying? Like, Coach can only do what he could do, put us in the best position to win, and us guys got to go out here and execute better.
So you often kind of said that you want younger guys to eventually get complacent.
Yeah.
What have you seen from Ringo these last few weeks? He's played a ton.
Playing good, man. Continue to keep his confidence high. He's making great plays. He's tackling a lot better than he was. So he's doing a great job, man. So like I said, he got a real bright future. Looking forward to him being in this league for a long time.
And one other thing, I mean, you obviously don't like the MetLife turf and everything.
Hell no, I don't.
Would that factor into whether you play this?
Not really. You know what I'm saying? It just is. It's really up to myself first, and then me and Coach know with us discussion. So we'll just see how it goes, though.
I imagine it's a lot easier to have fun when you're winning, but you're losing 4 of the last 5. What kind of responsibility do you feel to just try to keep things relatively light while still being focused on your preparation for the whole season?
Well, it's been tough, definitely. It's my first time. I always use my leadership skills, but this is the first time I really had to put my leadership skills in a test, because it's like the fact that, definitely last year, or my first time with C on the chest, I was probably the easiest captain of my life, situation, because we were just, doing what we're doing. But this year was a real test to show my leadership skills, and it's been proven. It's been going well. It's just that we got to get going. Everybody know that. So, yeah. I don't know if I answered that right, but.
So how have you been handling this differently than you did last year? What kinds of things have you done?
Just been more I'm always an opener guy. I'm always open. I'm always goofing and playing around. I'm always be me is different, but I think I got more hands-on because of the fact that we got a lot of younger guys. So I got myself talking to the younger guys more, giving them more pointers, trying to be real effective in the room, communicating with guys, and a lot of last year we got a lot of veterans that kind of understood. We come talk about it, boom, there it is. Now we got a lot of younger guys that still trying to grow and understand this game. So that's really working, So I'm doing my best job to make sure these guys understand the best that they can. So that's why I think my leadership skill kicked in a lot more, and then keeping their head up. You know what I'm saying? Because got a lot of guys in that room that came from winning programs in college, so they don't even know what adversity really is, and this is that's why I think I came here to try to control their adversity.
Yeah, you may have already been asked this, but how do you know not to speak, who should speak?
Well, I don't know. It just comes from the heart, honestly. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really I've never been a vocal leader guy. I'm more of a work hard guy that, just go out there, play fast, play hard, to try to show you really what I do, to earn where I'm at, be where I'm at, instead of just preaching it. So, I do a little talking, but we kind of all grown men. So it's if I got to keep motivating you every day to do your job, that's not how I was raised. My mama said, she tell me one time, if I don't do it, you look like you finna get your butt whipped, you know what I'm saying? So that's what she used to do to me. So, and then the results of not doing your job here, you just get fired. So, so I do a little good motivation of just getting guys going, but not yelling at nobody, no, more encouraging. Yeah.
Well, we just heard A.J. Brown talk about how he apologized to the team. Did you feel like that was necessary? It's been a big uproar, definitely in Philadelphia, over the past couple of weeks.
Yeah, obviously there was a lot of, stuff that you would see about him not talking and his frustration and things like that the outside has thrown in on us, but I think AJ has done a tremendous job being a leader. I think we all knew, why he didn't want to talk, why he wasn't, things like that. But it was really cool for him to just, kind of put everything that he had on his heart on the team, and it's something that'll definitely bring us closer together, and hopefully we can use it to have motivation and use it as aggression going into the last little bit of the season we have here. I don't think it was a distraction for any of us, the way we see AJ work every day at practice, the way we see him go about games, we got full belief. We all know the player that he is. As players, it's not a big deal, to me especially, him not talking to the media or things like that. He didn't want to
kind of drawn attention was what I was getting at.
Yeah, like he said, he didn't want to turn a negative and add more negative on it. So, that was a decision that he made, and I have no problem with it. I don't think anybody on the team did, but I think it was a really cool, really good thing that he did, talking to the team and, kind of making sure everybody knew his perspective and his thought process behind what he was doing.
Did the apology land, and did he need to give an apology in your opinion?
In my opinion, no. But I spent pretty much all my day with him. Spent a lot of time talking to him. So I understood where he was coming from. But I think maybe not everybody in the locker room did. So I think anytime you have something so passionate on your heart, it's a good thing to get it off, and we can all come closer to him and support him in any way he needs, or it's just getting something off your chest that you have, getting weight off your back. So really respect the way he handled it and the way he did it, and it's never easy standing in front of the team and explaining your thoughts, but he did it, and he did it really well, and I think it'll be a great thing for us to move forward on.
Was it just players, or were coaches there too?
Yeah, coaches were there too. So it was cool. Sometimes you do those players only meeting, and there's still the disconnect through upstairs. And it was cool that you think everybody in the locker room's a team, but this whole building's a team from top down. So it's important that everybody hears everything.
Was Howie there?
I think Howie's in all of our team meetings. I wasn't out there looking for him though.
Right. We know as players it's really hard sometimes to block out the noise as much as you try. Does it get difficult in times like this where kind of some of the noise like AJ cleared up is just not true?
I think to an extent, you start to wonder where some of these, anonymous sources are coming from, and if it's a real thing or if it's someone just blowing smoke because they're upset, frustrated about something else. But the way that we go to work every week, I think it shows a lot about the people in this building, and that we care more about winning games and being productive on the field than we do about, someone not answering a question here and there.
One big thing AJ said was that this is all on you guys as players. He said coaches don't play a snap. It's us out there. It's us making the mistakes. Him talking today, does that kind of help clear things up going into week 18 at all? Everyone feeling like they're...
Yeah, I think it was a good thing for him to do. And, going into the playoffs, you don't want something like that to bog you down. Not saying that it was or anything, but I think it's a good thing that he did, cleared the air, and we can all be on the same page going forward.
Going forward to this game, the last game of the regular season, a lot of talk of, are you guys going to play, rest for the playoffs? Do you feel like you want to play, need to play?
Yeah, we only get so many games each year, so I definitely want to play. We don't know how much longer we get after this, so I think it's important to go out there and make sure we have our best foot forward going into the playoffs.
And I got to imagine with a good performance, that momentum going into the playoffs has to mean a ton.
Yeah, if we can put a game together and, feel confident, that's just one more thing that we can have going in our direction at the right time.
Here, obviously wasn't with him last year because he was here, but he's a phenomenal person, phenomenal player, phenomenal leader. He's a guy that cares about his teammates, he cares about the team, and I feel like that's why he felt the need to go up there and apologize. He not only apologized to the players, but to the coaches as well, because I guess he felt like just some of the questions that has been asked, about him to other people, he felt like he was upset that he kind of put people in that position. But I didn't feel like he needed to personally. I know where his heart is. I know who he is as a person and a player. I know how much he cares about winning, not about just his own individual stats and stuff like that. Obviously, when you have a great player, you want to be in position to make plays for your team to help the team win. But I didn't think any of it. But, obviously, I think we all appreciated him going up there and doing that, and obviously saying some other words, which was pretty cool, and, just kind of start the day off pretty good.
Was there anything else that coming from that meeting, guys talking to him about, how they felt about the last couple of weeks?
I'm not sure. You're going to have to ask them. I didn't have the same. Like I said, I think it was appreciated by everybody, especially the coaches and everything. But like I said, I didn't necessarily feel like he did because I already know who he is and I know where his heart is.
Have you talked to him over the last couple of weeks, just kind of see where his head's at?
Yeah, we always have conversations. Like you said, I think everybody in this building, was obviously a little bit frustrated about how, things have went over the past month or so, not playing to our full standard. But all the conversation has been constructive. All the conversation has been to talk about things that, we can do to get better. It's not a whole lot of just pointing fingers at this person or that person. We're in a solution business, and we still have all our goals in front of us as far as, the main goal, obviously. So we're just trying to figure out ways to get better, and I feel like the more conversation that we're having with each other, not only just with AJ, but with everybody on this team, the better.
AJ said that the coaches, he kind of went out of his way to say the coaches aren't out there, making plays, tackles, or anything like that, or catches. So how much, he kind of made it sound like, the players are the ones that really are to blame. How much do you guys feel that way, and how much is that the case?
Yeah, I mean, it's. I feel like when you look at football, obviously, you have the coaches that put the game plan together. They go out, obviously, they spend more time in this building than we do. You know what I mean? They spend a lot of time trying to figure out what they feel as far as game plan wise will help us win. And I think that's what everybody in this building is doing. Then obviously, as players, we take that game plan. We obviously are in meetings all day trying to understand what the coaches are asking us to do. And it's our job to go out there and execute. So just like what AJ said, at the end of the day, as a defensive player, as a safety, I don't make the calls. You know what I'm saying? You got to go out there, whatever call it is, whether you're supposed to be deep, you have man-to-man, whatever it may be, you have to go out there and execute that call to the best of your ability. And sometimes that doesn't happen. And, but I think when you talk about winning and losing, it's everybody's fault. When you win, the coaches coach well, the players play well, and it's, vice versa when we lose. So I think, when you look at the things that's been going on the past month or so, whatever, I think we would put it on everybody, but I think everybody would say the same thing. So I don't look at it as like it's players' faults or whatever it may be. I just look at it like when a play is called, we got to go execute the call no matter what it is. So, yeah.
Whether he needed to apologize or not is obviously up to the guy on the team. But is that apology, two-part, did it land? And number two, is that something that could bring this team closer together heading into the postseason?
I don't necessarily think that was the purpose of it. I don't think it had anything to do with trying to spark, energy or anything like that. I think we all have a sense of urgency and understand, what's going on as far as, we need to get back on the winning side of things. I think it was more just for AJ as a person, how he just felt about how things have been handled, or at least from his end, and he felt that he needed to get in front of the team and kind of get in front of that and let everybody know, the things that has been going on, has been asked about him and stuff like that. He just wanted to apologize, and that just speaks to the type of person he is.
And hopeful, Coach Sirianni said that you guys could be at full strength this week. To get a guy like Darius Slay back on this defense, what would that mean?
It's huge. You're talking about, it's a Pro Bowl player, a guy that's had a lot of success in this league. So anytime you can have a guy like him on the field, especially being a veteran guy who's obviously played in this defense for a while and been on this team, been a leader on this team, it'd be big for us. And
there's so many opinions right now of what's going wrong and how do you fix it on defense. What do you feel like is the number one thing that's holding this team back from executing?
I think it's just like a marriage of, rather if it's the front pass rush, run defense with, the back end, whether you include the linebackers or whatever, just being all on the same page and understanding the details of every different situation. Like, for example, if we're playing zone on first and second down, it might be a little bit different on third down, depending on where the sticks are. So I just think it's just like really being more detailed in those type of things. Obviously, it's always the fundamentals. We can always get better, whether it's tackle or anything like that. We can always get better, but I just think it's more of the finer details and being a lot more detailed in those situations, right? If it's, like I said, third down, 2 minute, and kind of just understanding where we are in the game.
A lot of talk of the playoffs coming up soon, but one more game in this regular season. What's your mindset of wanting to rest, but maybe possibly needing that motivation as well?
We're focused on this week. Of course, we know we're guaranteed a spot in the playoffs right now, but the focus is gaining some momentum, and trying to finish off this regular season strong.
And what do you feel like on defense, the changes you guys need to make for this week?
I think we need to, of course, play better at the end of the game as far as 2-minute drive. But also, we got to focus on stopping the run because, we're facing another good running back, another good offensive line, Saquon Barkley, dynamic running back, and we got to make sure we stop the run first and foremost.
And a lot of guys have mentioned execution the past month. Where do you feel like the execution kind of has gone downhill? Can you think of a practice date or a game where it kind of faltered and hasn't come back?
Can't really think of a practice. I feel like we practice pretty hard around here. Where it kind of trickled down. I say for the most part, we've lacked some execution all throughout the season. Honestly, it's just been happening to us more so. I would say probably since the 49ers game, you start to see it, and really that was more so a lack of tackling that game, missing tackles and whatnot. But as long as we all communicate, from this day going forward, and just make sure we communicate across the board and we're all on the same page, I feel like execution will be a lot better.
And Coach Sirianni told us he isn't sure, who's playing how much for this week, because when you mention it, you guys are looking towards the playoff eventually. Mm-hmm. Do you want to play? Do you feel like you as a veteran need to play this week?
I'm expecting to play. I'm not going to go into it, do I need to play or do I not need to play? At the end of the day, we are in the playoffs, and that's going to be a big game, and we are guaranteed that game. But, they tell me to play, I'm going to be ready. They tell me not to play, I'm also be ready to play, but I'm going to sit down too.
And where do you feel like defensively you guys are feeling right now? I mean, it's a long season. You're at the end. Do you feel the fatigue of a long year right now?
I think everyone feels the fatigue of a long year across the league. We all play the same amount of games, so we're all going to be banged up. Everybody's going to be banged up going into the playoffs. It's really going to be about focus and make sure you execute those details throughout the week, watching film. Because there's a lot of film out there on the offenses that we play. Of course, there's a lot of film on us as well. But it comes down, like you said, execution.
And the big story is that over there this week with A.J. Brown. But I have a feeling everyone kind of feels what he's feeling, the frustrations, correct?
Yeah, we're all frustrated. So he's the only one feeling that way. Of course, he's a big name on this team. In the NFL in general. So I feel like a lot of people are blowing it out of proportion. But we're all frustrated.